Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I want to just say a happy new year to everyone. We're now in 2025, so I hope everyone's had a great Christmas and New Year, and ready to get back to work and get out there. So this video is just a recap of what I got up to in 2024. I was going to put this out between Christmas and New Year, but I didn't actually get a chance to film it. I was ill over Christmas and New Year with this cold and cough, and it's just a busy time of year. December was absolutely mad trying to get everything done before the Christmas break, and then I was ill and I just didn't feel like sitting and recording a video. But now we're back into 2025 and back to work, so I thought I'd just record it today. I'm actually just at a gutter clearing job. I've just got here and it started absolutely tipping it down with rain, and I think it's hail actually, so I'm just sitting it out and see what happens. This is the second time that I've tried to do this job. I tried to do it on Friday, which was the 3rd of January, and the gutters were completely frozen at the jobs that I was going to. So this is the second time I've tried to do this job. I'm hoping that the rain's going to stop in a minute and I can get it done. I've got another one booked in as well today, which I may have to reschedule. But yeah, I find this a lot in January, that the weather is not great and often things are frozen or it's raining, and you have to reschedule a lot of work. So yeah, this video is about what I got up to in 2024 actually, and just having a look back at my year. So 2024 was actually a really good year for me. I think if you look at the total income for the whole year, it's the best year I've had since I started. I certainly noticed an increase in work, and also people willing to pay a higher price for some of those services. So this meant that I actually had a really good year and earned quite good money for the year. But obviously I did spend quite a bit, and we'll go into that in a minute. I'm not going to tell you exact figures of what I've earned and what I've spent, but yeah, did have the best year, but I probably spent a little bit more than I did the year before. So January, let's go back to January 2024. Again, it was a cold month like it is at the moment, but in January 2024 I got my van sign written with all my logo and everything. That was the first time I'd ever had a van sign written, and started to bring in a bit of work. People were starting to notice me, and also that month I also joined Checker Trade. And I know if you want to learn about how I've marketed my business, there was a video which I did a few weeks ago about marketing, and I talked about Checker Trade there. So Checker Trade, I joined that in January, and yeah, just plodded along through January really. Started to get a bit of work from the van being sign written. So sort of the end of January into February, I found out that we were going to be having another baby. This is our 4th child, and really that just set the standard for the rest of the year. I worked really hard during that year, but I knew at some point I was going to need some time off. I did actually take quite a bit of time off for hospital appointments and that sort of thing, and generally just had to be around a little bit more to help out throughout the whole year. So that was February, and also in February I started to get a bit of work through Checker Trade, some gutter clearing jobs, and I started to see an increase in those leads. So Checker Trade did work quite well right at the beginning. Then into March. March I went to the Cleaning Expo. If you haven't been to the Cleaning Expo, it probably is worth going to. It's very interesting seeing the latest equipment, and purchasing some equipment at some discount prices. So it is worth going to. I didn't think it was as good this time as it was the time before that I went, but I had a great day. It's about a 4-hour drive for me from down in Plymouth, But I drove up there and met up with a couple of people that I know through Instagram and that. And yeah, had a great day with them, just going around the show. And yeah, really enjoyed my day. Big shout out to the guy from HK Jet Washing. Spent the day with him. It was a right laugh, chatting about window cleaning and gutter cleaning. And yeah, he knows a lot of people, so I got introduced to quite a few people. And yeah, it was a really good day at the cleaning expo. So into April, starting to get into spring now. So the leads are really coming in thick and fast, and you start to get quite busy around April, May, June. And April was actually the first time that I ever hit 5k in a month of money coming in. And yeah, that actually continued for quite a few months up to September. I was easily hitting 5k, and it was looking like a really good year. So much work, I was so busy. I had, at one point, I had an 8-week lead for people waiting for me to get there and do cleaning at their house, which is just utterly ridiculous. Obviously, I had my regular winter cleaning round, but people were waiting for me for 6, 7, 8 weeks before I'd be able to get there. And they were quite happy to wait, which I thought was strange, because they could probably have found somebody else who could have done it the next week. But yeah, people were prepared to wait. And I was getting a lot of leads through Checker Trade and through the business network group that I attend. And yeah, those months, April, May, June, July, all of those months were so busy. It was very wet. We didn't really have that nicer weather, but we just kept plodding on. And yeah, some really good months there. Now in July, one of the highlights for me in July, I went on a live stream on YouTube with Crystal Clean Windows, Rob from Crystal Clean Windows. He does a live stream most Sunday evenings at 8 o'clock. If you haven't seen that live stream and you're interested, then you should subscribe to his channel and watch the live stream. There's some really good conversations on there about all sorts of things to do with window cleaning and business in general. But he was struggling for topics, and I suggested maybe he should have some guests on there. So I was actually the first guest to go on his podcast and on his YouTube live, sorry. And yeah, 2 hours of talking about window cleaning on a Sunday evening with him, and it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And quite a few questions about how we got started, and we just chatted generally about business and what we do. And yeah, it was a really good evening, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And if he's watching, I'll happily come on again and do another one with him, because it was really good and I really enjoyed it. So then once I'd been on this live stream, I started thinking about, should I start up my YouTube channel again? Now, previously I had tried to do a bit of YouTube, and it was probably been a couple of years since I put anything out on YouTube. And I really struggled to start with, because I was trying to grow my business and trying to film and, you know, try and grow a business. It's really tricky. But I'd got to a point where work was coming in steadily, and I was quite comfortable in the amount of work I had, and I had a bit more experience. It had been 4 years since I'd started, and I thought maybe I should start my YouTube channel again. And I think it was August, I put out a comeback video, which was, I look back at it now, it's terribly recorded and everything, but it was a start. And I started putting out some YouTube content, and I did a van tour, and then I started filming some of the jobs that I was doing. And I think when I went back onto YouTube, I had 120 subscribers, something like that. And I think right up until December, I managed to put out at least one video per week, whether it was a big job or a review of some equipment. And then I started doing some day in the life videos, and they got some really good responses. And now we're almost at 500 subscribers, so it's been going really well. I did say that my target was 500 by Christmas. I did slightly miss out on that, and I did say I was going to try and do 1k subscribers by March, but I think that's probably going to be out of reach. But yeah, YouTube was, I really enjoyed filming the jobs, editing the videos and just showing what I did. But I've got now to a point where I've shown quite a lot of what I do and quite a lot of the days. So I just wondered what people would want to see, what they enjoy. I know the day in the life videos do get a good response, but I'm going to start showing the same thing again. And yeah, I don't know, I'm stuck really. The content is okay, but I think it's a little bit boring what I'm putting out. But I don't know, leave a comment in the comments here and let me know whether you think they're boring or whether you want me to continue. I don't mind, you know. I've got to the point where I've shown a lot of what I can do. People have seen most of the jobs that I do and how I do them. And I can keep putting out videos the same, but at some point, yeah, you're going to start seeing the same things again. And I don't know really where to take the channel, where to put it further, to take it now. Do people still want to see the same content, or is there something different I can do? I don't really know. You know, I've had a think over Christmas about it, and I was ill over Christmas, so I sort of lost my motivation to film and edit, and obviously I wasn't working, so there was no content to put out, which is why I'm doing this video now, just to see what people would like to see on the channel. I know I've had a few comments before about what people would like to see. I'm going to try and include some of that in some future videos if I can. And then September, obviously my wife had a baby in the middle of September, so that month was a little bit strange for me. I was like doing my regular window cleaning, but I couldn't plan anything too far in advance. I never knew if I was going to be working the next day. And I had quite a bit of time off then, and then I needed quite a bit of time off in October as well, just to help her out and to adjust to life, as it had changed quite a bit. And then into October, I did actually spend quite a bit of money in October. I brought the Predator gutter vac. That's been a really good bit of kit. I brought it for one particular job that I was doing, but now I try kind of like grab that as the gutter vac of choice now. And yeah, I'll be using that in a minute, as soon as this rain stops. But I brought that. I did a video about that, unboxing it and using it for the first time. Amazing bit of kit, and those videos have had a lot of views and a lot of comments about how it's such a great piece of equipment. Then into November. November was actually the best month I'd had since I started 4 years ago. I think I turned over £6,000 in 1 month, which for me was a big step up. I'd done up to 5k for a few months. September was a lot lower, didn't work so much, but then to hit 6k, yeah, it was a really busy month, and that was like the best month I've ever had. And I'm trying to aim for that now, trying to hit 5 to 6 regularly if I can, and that's something I'm going to be doing in 2025, just trying to do more in a month. And then into December. December was another strange month. It's, you know, you get a week off between Christmas and New Year, but you got to try and get everyone fitted in. I was flat out window cleaning the whole time. I had some sort of virus and I was feeling absolutely rough, but still going to work. And then on top of that, we had a storm which made a right mess on loads of windows, and I ended up having to do extra jobs and re-cleans, and worked right up to Christmas Eve. And then I was obviously ill between Christmas and New Year, which is why this video wasn't put out when it should have. So I just thought I'd share now with you the sort of numbers that I did of jobs in 2024. So I've just got a piece of paper here. So if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at that piece of paper. So in 2024, regular window cleaning of residential properties, I completed 2,153 cleans of residential properties. I did 132 commercial window cleaning jobs in the whole year. I did 58 soffit, fascia and gutter cleans. I did, and this surprised me actually, I did 103 gutter clearing jobs. That's quite a lot. That's averages out about 2 a month. Obviously, looking at my figures, I did at least one every single month. My best month was April, and I did 17 in that month. And November I did 13. So, and the rest are sort of 6 or 7. And September I only did 1. But yeah, 103 gutter clearing jobs, and I cleaned 17 conservatory roofs, and that's not just like a little regular clean, that's a full conservatory roof clean. So that was the sort of figures I did. I also did 4 solar panel cleaning jobs and 4 cladding cleaning jobs. But yeah, it was quite a busy year, and I think that had increased from the last year. I don't know exactly, but if I do another video like this at the end of 2025, I'll be able to compare and see if it's gone up or down, and what I've been doing more of or less of through this year. Now, if you had asked me at the beginning of 2024 what I would be doing in 2025, I probably would have said that I would be expanding and looking to take on a member of staff sort of March time and get another van on the road. Now, that was what I said at the beginning of 2024. I crunched some numbers a lot, talked to my accountant and been through all the figures, and you know, over the year I've thought about it, and I've decided that I don't really think that's for me. I think I'm going to just stay as I am, the sole trader, and just work alone. I may occasionally get someone in as a contractor to help me, but yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it as it is. My plan this year is to just increase the number of jobs that I do per day, and try and obviously earn more money, but spend less. So my plan is not to buy some equipment, a lot of equipment, and waste a lot of money. So I'm saving a bit on advertising that I'm not doing anymore, and I'm going to try and sort of not spend as much, try and save a bit, but try and earn some more than I did in 2024. So that's my plan for 2025. The 2 purchases that I will be making in 2025, I do need to get a generator that is capable of powering my Predator gutter vac. I've got away with it so far with my little one, or being able to plug into the customer's electric, but I think I probably do need to buy myself a more powerful generator. And the other thing, and this is really a bit of a dream, if I could save up enough money, I would like to get a hot water system fitted in the van. That's like a bit of a target for me to get it by next winter. Just having hot water make the cleaning much easier, and obviously they have a thing on them that they can blow hot air around the van when it gets below freezing to stop your equipment freezing up. So yeah, I think that a hot water would be a great addition, but they are a lot of money, and so it's sort of like a dream for me to have that. If I get there, it'll be good, but if I don't, then you know, there's always next year. So what have I changed for 2025? So between Christmas and New Year, I've looked at all the jobs that I've got on my regular window cleaning round. There's a couple of jobs in an area, and they're the only 2 jobs that I've got in that area, and I've decided that I'm no longer going to do those. And actually, someone who watches the channel who's local to me, he's took those jobs on, and I've let him have them, and he's going to do them because he's got quite a few in the area, and I met him while he was cleaning one of the neighbours of the property, so he's taken on those jobs, which is good. And then there was quite a few, if you go back to some of my day in the life videos, there was quite a few jobs that I was a bit frustrated about doing. You know, they have to walk quite a long way around to get to either the front or the back. They're a bit awkward. So those jobs that I didn't really enjoy doing, I've let them go. as well. There were some jobs that the customers were always late paying, and I had to keep reminding them. And I've decided that I'm going to let those jobs go. And then there was quite a few jobs that were underpriced. Now that's probably my fault. I was the one that priced them to start with, but maybe they were from when I first started. And for me to put them at the price that they should be, they had to go up sort of £8 or £9 maybe, or 6 or 7. So some of those jobs there I've just let go because I'm never going to get them up to the price that they should be, and maybe they were a bit awkward and I just didn't enjoy doing them. So there's quite a few jobs that I've let go. I've also had a look at all my work, and sometimes there was jobs that were on the edge of an area and they could be included in an area that was next to it. And so I've sort of moved a few around, put them on different days, and I think I've probably saved a couple of days over the month. So I've gained a couple of days over the month, and that's good because that means I can book in some other jobs. And obviously I've got a few gaps now in my window cleaning round, so I'll be looking to take on a few more customers, but they're obviously going to be priced at a higher price, and yeah, try and increase my hourly rate. So that's something that I'm doing over 2025. The other thing that I've decided that this is actually something I'm not doing. I've decided that I'm not advertising for conservatory roofs. Now, if one of my regular window cleaning customers asks me to clean their conservatory roof, I will happily do it, price it as I used to, and do the job, and hopefully try and persuade them to have it done more regularly. But I used to get quite a lot of one-off jobs where people wanted their conservatory roof cleaned. I'm no longer going to be offering that. I just find you spend a lot of time cleaning those jobs, and they don't have you back again, and you might spend 4 hours or something, 4 hours cleaning a conservatory for 130 quid, and I could go out and do some other jobs and earn more. So I just find that they don't earn me as much money as I would want per hour, and because of that I've decided that I'm not going to be offering one-off conservatory roof cleans. And then finally, I'm just going to try, when I've consolidated some of my round together, I've tried to put more jobs on a day than I usually do. Over December, I noticed that because I was squeezing all the jobs up and I was getting through them absolutely fine, even though it's dark by 4 o'clock. So I realised that actually I can get through more in a day than I probably do. So I'm going to start trying to push on and get through more work in a day, which obviously frees up other days for other jobs or gives you a day off. I'm just going to see how it goes for the year like that, and obviously eventually it will end up that I earn more money. Okay, so that's what I got up to in 2024, and that's my plan for 2025. Going to carry on as I am, trying to get through more work, and try and earn more money, which is obviously we all try and do, but try and spend less as well. 2025 for me is looking not too bad at the moment. January is a bit of a strange month. It's not mega busy, but it's not really quiet, and I'm just hoping that it continues like that. I do have a lot of work booked in for March time. People are already booking me in for some regular cleans in March. So January is looking quite good. February is looking quite good, so I'm optimistic for the year ahead, and just hope everybody else is looking forward to the year. It's good to have a fresh start in January and try and change a few things, and really try and look at what you did over the year before and try and improve on that. And as I said, I'm going to try and put out some YouTube content. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with one a week. Just going to see how that goes. I feel that it's a little bit boring, the content that I'm putting out, but it does get a good response from people, and I've had a few people message me about my website and ask me about what equipment they should have to start up, and I've given a little bit of advice on that. But yeah, put in the comments what you want to see, whether you want me to carry on the way I'm going, or would you like to see something different. I'm willing to look at all of those and see what we can do in the next year. Try and get onto that 1k subs, almost at 500, so that's good. So yeah, that's really the end of the video. That's what I got up to in 2024. Hopefully you continue on this journey with me, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.